Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with an Uber Showdown Live. Going to be using this team that Dice and Hack made based around cloyster and, well, it's basically just cloyster offense. Shell Smash, Focus Slash Lead Cloyster, gets up the spikes, rapid spins and whatnot. Surprised it doesn't actually have Boom. And then basically with support Groudon, Life Orb and Veltal, Mega Lucario, Arceus Ghost with Ghost DMZ, and then Geomancy Xerneas with HP Ground for Groudon as well as Magearna. Now Ghost DMZ is really cool because I can use the +2 Never Ending Nightmare on my Shadow Force and then still be able to use Shadow Force because Z moves work with Arceus types. Like multi-type works with Z crystals as well as plates. And it's better, it is way better on physical sets because you could still use, like for example, Arceus Rock can still use Stone Edge, but also use Continental Crush to break through things like Landorus and Sunstila and whatnot. But anyway, hopefully we get some good names. I was testing this team a little bit on the side. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's offense, so it's dependent on how well I can play. Xerneas is really good, obviously. It's one of my favorite Pokemon ever to use in Ubers. It's actually just two of my favorite Pokemon, if not three of my favorite Pokemon to use in Ubers. Veltal, Xerneas, and Arceus. I actually spam these whenever I played SBL, though typically it was Arceus E-Killer. But either way, we got a game right away versus Deoxys team. So this is where Cloyster really does work its magic early on in the game. I can go right for Icicle Spear. Doesn't matter if he gets up a hazard or not. If he wants to attack me, I'll be able to kill him. I don't Focus Sash, I don't care. Hard Lucario, which makes sense. You can do a ton of damage to me. To be honest, that actually did a lot. Why'd that do so much? I want to get up a spike here because of Deoxys and Groudon. I can afford to let him close combat me, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna get him a spike because I want to break a potential sash on his. I want to break a potential sash on his Deoxys. That way Lucario can just come out after, or I can just Extreme Speed later with this. So, Icicle Spear, as he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch and knock me out. I think the spike was definitely the better play because now I can go right out into my Arceus Ghost and just click Bullet Punch. Excuse me, Brick Break. Brick Break will be able to knock out the Lucario, and I do have Extreme Speed to knock out Deoxys, which is why the spike was crucial. Actually, Arceus can kind of destroy my opponent. Holy crap. It's really good. I mean, it's Arceus, so what can you expect? This is a scary turn for me because I don't want to take a Never Ending Nightmare. We'll go out to a Veltal. Veltal actually just clicks Dark Pulse versus his team anyway. Even if Xerneas comes out, he gets in range of Bullet Punch. Yeah, he can go for Swords Dance, but what I can do now is just hit him with a Sucker Punch. I just switches out, which was a smart play. I went for Sucker Punch because I doubt he would go for Extreme Speed, especially if I'm defensive. And this play, I think, makes the most sense to me. Especially because now we know he's Arceus Ghost. So if he goes Groudon here, which I'm thinking he might double in, predicting my Giratina, or even, I think he might actually double out into Deoxys or Giratina, predicting my Groudon. But either way, Groudon's still the safest play I can make. And if we switch out here, we find out we're faster than Xerneas. If he didn't switch out, that is. Yeah, so I really want to double out into a Veltal. But I'm scared that he'll actually Geomancy up. But I want to make the play. I'm making the play, expecting him to want to go out into his Giratina. Yep, and we can just get off a Dark Pulse. This is Life Orb. This is going to do a ton of damage. Xerneas is going to take it's going to be about half. So we can go right for that modest Life Orb Dark Pulse, get rid of the Giratina, and that was definitely his defogger there. So that spike is going to be here to stay. Xerneas comes out, which is smart, but now he has no double he could use that can really pressure me. And I can go right out to Groudon and just click Roar. Pretty sure this is offensive. Doubles out into his own Groudon. Smart play, definitely. So I guess he did have a play that could actually pressure me. This should be Rocks. If I hit Xerneas with any attack from my Veltal, I'm good. So I'm actually just going to click Roar. I don't care if he knocks me out. Basically, if Xerneas takes a hit from my Veltal, I'm good with I'm good with that Mon versus him. Excuse me, is what I'm trying to say. So. What I want to do is just fire off a huge hit. Actually, Swords Dancing up is better. Because unless he Thunder Waves me, I'm good. Yeah, I eat that for breakfast. And what I can do is go right for the Shadow Force. This is +2. I don't know if it'll actually knock him out, but he's definitely offensive. But the main thing is to weaken him for Lucario. And I didn't want a Veltal coming out. That's fine. I didn't want a Veltal coming out, and I also didn't want Arceus Ghost coming out either. So, right up to Lucario we go. Can just go ahead and click this close combat. Like I said, I'm using my end game to win with Bullet Punch was actually the better play there. I'm using my end game to win with hopefully a Veltal. Because Xerneas should be in range of Bullet Punch soon. So this is a tough play for me. Because I'm thinking he's going to double out to Xerneas. But I still think going a Veltal is the better play. He could actually SD up and go for his Never-Ending Nightmare. So what I want to do is, I'm going to sack my Xerneas here to the +2 Never-Ending Nightmare, which I believe he will be going for. Yep. And that means now what I can do is go right on to a Veltal one more time and just weaken him to knock him out. Because I definitely live a +2 attack, and all I got to do is hit Xerneas once and then I win the game with Lucario's Bullet Punch. So we just click Dark Pulse here because I eat this attack up. And like I said, it is confirmed that, well actually it's not 100% confirmed that I'm faster than Xerneas. Was it? Did I switch out first? I didn't confirm it. I'll just Sucker Punch. This is a smarter play. If he Geomancy's up, that's fine. Yeah, I doubt he was max speed, but this is still fair because, or this is still fine because all I gotta do is Sucker Punch, get off the damage to 100% ensure that Bullet Punch was the play. I didn't know if he was Scarf or not, and I also didn't feel like calculating Bullet Punch versus Xerneas, but that should be in range of it. And like I said, Lucario will be able to finish him off with the Bullet Punch at 39%. Should be able to. Adaptability boosted. And that spike up is going to be key versus this Deoxys if it was indeed Focus Sash because that was broken the entire time. So I think this was played. There's a few plays I could have played a little bit more aggressively. Definitely a couple turns I could have played a little bit more aggressively and probably won. I mean, I made a few doubles that I needed to, but I don't know. Overall, I'm glad it worked out the way I wanted it to. And I still think Sucker Punching was the best play with a Veltal if you want to go for Never-Ending Nightmare. Because if I got off the Sucker Punch damage, then Arceus Ghost early on lost the Bullet Punch. And then Lucario kind of just swept on its own. And it wasn't worth risking my Veltal on the Groudon, even though he had to go for Precious Blaze versus my own Groudon, because Veltal won the game on its own right. So, we got a game versus Focus Sash Lead Drill, I'm thinking. Also wants the timer to be on. Okay, thank you for letting me know. We'll lead Cloyster and just Shell Smash up. Or at least Icicle Spear. This could be Taunt, I guess, but why not Shell Smash? It don't matter. Alright, well, that's fine. I Icicle Speared you anyway. I put you in range of my... I put him in range of my Lucario's Bullet Punch, so I don't mind this. Even if I got this play, like now he's 100% in range of Bullet Punch, so I'm not worried about this mon. Also, Gengar, our Groudon, Xerneas can win pretty safely if I can set up on the Veltal. So, we'll go right out into Lucario, Mega Evolve, and just click Bullet Punch. The only issue is that while I can set up on the Veltal, what I'm thinking he's going to do is he's going to sack Gengar, then he's going to, actually he could keep Gengar alive depending on if he thinks I'm Arceus, not Arceus Ghost, but, and then he'll go out into what I'm assuming to be Rayquaza, or excuse me, Excadrill, which should be Focus Sash rather, but ends up going out into Rayquaza. This should kill, because this is double the damage, and this is more than double the damage, so this should kill Rayquaza. Nice. We do manage to land as well, so I get rid of Rayquaza early on, amazing. And what I can do now is just go right to a Veltal. This is Focus Sash Lead Excadrill. It should be, so I'll probably set up Groudon and whatnot. Yep. And we'll just click Dark Pulse here. Rock Tomb don't matter. Rock Tomb definitely does not matter. We'll put him down, or bring him down rather, to his Focus Sash. Rock Tomb can kill. I'll just click Sucker Punch. I guess he could talk to me, that's fair. But like, I didn't want to go down because I want to get off a hit on Groudon. I want to get off a heavy hit on Groudon, so I'm gonna go for Sucker Punch here. If he saves his Excadrill, that's fine. What are you really? Is this necessary? Just click Rock Tomb then. You know what? Fine. I'm not even gonna bother playing Sucker Punch. Go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take my Veltal from me. I don't even want it anymore. I don't even want my Veltal. Go ahead and take it from me. Go ahead and take it right now. There you go. Beautiful, you got me. Okay. Did I win? No, because you have Rock Tomb, unfortunately. Lucario is the only play because it can revenge kill this as well as get rid of Gengar at the same time. So we can click close combat, get rid of this. There's no way he goes Gengar. Unfortunately, like if he wasn't Rock Tomb, like he's not an Earthquake. If he wasn't Rock Tomb, I set up in 1, but that is not the case, of course. If Alta comes out, I believe the correct play is actually sacking my Arceus to go out into my Xerneas and then set up. Do I have this team? Might actually have this team. We'll just click Never Ending Nightmare just in case he decides to not Sucker Punch here. Yeah, I still think this is the correct play. Do I have this team? Let me just make sure. I should have it. Yveltal. I swear I have a team like this. That was the same. I thought I had this team. I thought I used this team. There's a lot of stuff here I didn't build, or did build with, rather. Anyway, he doesn't have priority, so this should be taunt. I get up some momentum if I set up, though. If I set up a Geomancy here, I actually win. But he should have taunt. If I set up Geomancy, I'm pretty sure I win because I weaken Groudon into it. Yeah, I'm going for it. Ah, man, this is me like not going with my gut, man. Your gut's always the play too. Well, not like, you know what I mean. There's still potential though. There's definitely still potential. Need a little bit of luck versus the Groudon though, unfortunately. Yeah, because he's gonna go Gengar. That's gonna be able to revenge kill me with Sludge Wave. He should taunt my Lucario, but I'm gonna go off his misplay and actually SD up. He 100% should taunt. He should 100% taunt. But again, I'll go off his misplay and SD up. That way I can potentially kill Groudon. Come on, you taunted Xerneas. There's no way you're not going to taunt Lucario. You should. He's thinking about this play, though. Okay, so he gets me with the Focus Blast, but I do not think that was the correct play. I think taunting was definitely the correct play on this because it prevents it from setting up. Obviously, connecting with Focus Blast also worked, but that was a 70% chance, and then Groudon could knock me out with a fire move because I'm pretty sure this is firing. But I mean, it worked out for my... Why would you taunt the Groudon and not the Lucario? Well, it obviously worked out for my opponent, so what can I say? But I still think the end game, he should have taunted there. Like, if you're going to taunt Yveltal, make the taunt play versus Lucario too. Unless this was hasty Groudon. Nah, I'd take nothing from that Princess Blades. GG. Alright, so let's get on out of there. So, a few plays I could have made differently, definitely. I think the one time I actually tried to actually set up and he didn't taunt, it still worked out for him. But I definitely still think that the SD with Lucario was my best play, and his taunt was his best play. Focus Blast gave me an opportunity to win the game, but it still worked out for my opponent. But turn 1, next time I know, okay, I'll Icicle Spear first, instead of going for the Shell Smash. Let's go ahead and look for another game, though. Just trying to get some good games, enjoy some nice Mega Lucario offense with Cloyster. It's really fun. Like, I love using offense in Ubers. And of course, he has Excadrill. Yay! So, Cloyster is still the leader choice. And we could just Shell Smash up. Because he's not going to be able to kill me. And if he wants to get up rocks, that's fine. I can knock him out. And Rapid Spin versus the... I can knock him out and Rapid Spin versus the Ditto. And I'm also Focus Sash. And also, I think I beat him 1v1 due to the fact that he only has 5 and I have more. So, we'll go right for the Icicle Spear here. Be able to knock out Excadrill. And I should be able to spin away the hazards versus Ditto if he tries to go out to that and copy me. Because he'll see my set and be like, damn, I messed up. So, he's also going to trace my defenses. Icicle Spear isn't going to do crap. And I'll Rapid Spin away. Yep. Like I said, he has just enough, but I will be able to Rapid Spin this away while also getting up spikes. which will be fun. Give him a nice little spike here. Just pressuring the arceus and whatnot. And also, obviously, Gengar and those mons. I might as well Icicle Spear here. So he'll finally be able to knock me out. Actually, nope, he won't. And I'll get off some damage on him too. Nice. Nice. And this damage might actually be crucial. Though Ditto does have a higher HP stat, this damage might actually be crucial if it comes down to me having to... If it comes down to me having to actually knock this guy out with... What's it called? With Bullet Punch from Lucario. I think I'm actually going to go Lucario after and set up as well. So that's the second to last Icicle Spear. We can now go Lucario, and I actually am going to set up here because I can take this. And at +2, Lucario with a spike up kills Gengar with Bullet Punch. His own Lucario can come back in and obviously close combat me, but the main thing is getting rid of Gengar as well as pressuring the Groudon. So right for Bullet Punch right here. Gengar is not going to be able to survive this, not after Spike ever. And yeah, I'm a giant threat. So if he wants to go out to Ditto, he has to go for close combat and revenge kill me. If he goes for Iron Tail, I have Groudon, so I'm actually going to make the Arceus play. On his close combat, nice. And what I can do is double out into my Xerneas, expecting him to want to go out to a Veltal because it is his Ghost Answer. And then we can just click the Moonblast while also still pressuring the Ditto with that Spike. So I don't care if he goes Groudon or not. Oh, that's Scarf of Veltal too, or it could be. Not sure. And the main reason I'm making this play is because I can pressure Ditto. With the Bullet Punch, because if he ever traces me, he gets blown back, and that did so much damage. So I think HP Ground. Oh no, it's not. But why not go for it? He can't. He is set up anyway because his extra drill. Yep, HP Ground does knock it out. Nice. So we're able to knock out the Gengar there. Arceus Ground is gonna come out. I'll just Geomancy up. I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about his Ditto tracing me, just because, again, that Spike Up and all the prior damage earlier puts him in range of Bullet Punch. Combat Arceus Ground is actually a threat, though. But I beat him before he beats me, always. Outside of, I guess, a crit, so not necessarily always. So we can Moonblast. Knock this guy out. And now Ditto can come out. Revenge kill me. The play is actually to go into my my Groudon here. Keep this mon alive because it does deal with a Veltal. Now we can just sack this and then go for Bullet Punch. I actually get a Brock just in case he randomly switches, or that was like a low roll. But the main thing of it was to be able to go out into my Lucario after. Click Bullet Punch while also keeping Arceus Ghost alive. That way he can't beat me with close combat. So whether he switches out into a Veltal or not, I don't care. I made the play that I needed to potentially be able to win with... he doesn't knock me out with any one move too, so I'm SD up. Turns out he has Scarf. So the correct play here is actually to go for Bullet Punch because if he flinches me, I could potentially lose. It doesn't do enough, but it does to the point of him going down to Extreme Speed from Arceus. So I think this was played... This definitely made up for my last game because I think I played this game flawlessly. Like, not trying to... I assessed how I could beat my opponent. Like, I saw all my win cons and whatnot. And I also pressured Ditto to the point. Like, he might have thinking, oh yeah, Tracing and Cloyster. Ditto, like, Ditto's like always, or usually a good mon versus offense. But sometimes in this case, it was a liability. And like I said, I was able to pressure it early on, weaken it, get it to the percentage I needed to. That way, no matter what it traced later, or traced, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying trace. No matter what it copied or transformed into later, I was good. But yeah, I'm happy about at least how I played that game. So I'm starting to finally get a feel for the team. And again, if you guys want to use the team alongside me, it's in the sample Ubers thread on Smallrun, but I'll also leave a paste bin down below because I like to do that, so you guys can actually get some teams to play with. So he's pretty weak. This is probably Arceus Water. He's pretty weak to Lucario. Or definitely weak to Lucario. We're leading off a Cloyster because it breaks through my opponent's team, as does it every single game. And I'll just go for Shell Smash here. If he gets up rocks, it's fine. If he roars me out, that's fine. The only thing that could be annoying would be Lava Plume Burn, which I probably just spoke into life. But again, thank you, friend. If it's Arceus Ground rather than, and not Arceus Water, because Arceus Ground is also something it could be, then this would be great because we can weaken this. And again, weakening Groudon is great for Xerneas. And of course, he has a phasing move. I don't like that it's Dragon Tail. I actually do not like that that phasing move is Dragon Tail. Mainly because, like, if Xerneas sets up, what do you do? So unfortunately I have Fire Punch. I was hoping he presses Blades and I could live it. But I don't get up a Spike this game. This is a threat. Alright. I believe Yveltal is the play and just clicking Dark Pulse. Regardless of if he goes out into Xerneas or not, we get off damage for Bullet Punch for later. If he goes Muck, Muck being damaged is crucial because Muck does not have any reliable recovery. And that damage is actually pretty crucial for +2 Moonblast knocking him out. And I'm hoping to win the game with really nice double into Salamence. Oh, it was a good double, but it doesn't accomplish much. I'm getting my rocks. I want rocks up. Yeah, that double edge did not knock me out. Is this defog? I don't even know, but I want rocks up because I want to pressure the Xerneas for SD Lucario. SD Lucario is looking like a monster. It is defog Salamence. Come on. Alright, give me something I can, like, the majority of his team, Groudon can beat. Nice. Celesteela. Perfect. So, we'll get up our rocks here. As he protects. And what I want to do is make the Arceus play. I feel like that's... this now because he's defog Ments, I don't think it's actually defog on the... I don't think it's actually defog on Arceus, so we're going to SD up here. He can protect or go for any attack he wants to. I don't care. This could be E-Killer, obviously, but... I'm going to hit him with the Shadow Force because you cannot protect yourself through Shadow Force. And if you go Muck, I get to weaken that. And also, Celesteela runs physically defensive in this tier, not specially defensive. So let's say he goes Muck here or Arceus or whatever. Basically, I'm getting off the damage I need really early for Xerneas, which is what I'm trying to do. He actually goes out to Groudon, which is amazing too. Because again, Xerneas is looking like such a threat to my opponent. Xerneas is looking like such a threat. And we can just pick him off with the Never-Ending Nightmare. This deals with whatever he wants to switch into. And this also can knock out the Groudon as well. So that worked out better for me than I think, or it could have. Muck should be in range of +2 Moonblast, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to go out to Xerneas here. Because if he goes Salamence, I can sit up on it. He goes Celesteela, unfortunately. This Protect, Leech Seed, Celesteela. But this gives me... doesn't this give me Lucario as a switch-in? Yeah, that did not do enough. That did not do enough. It's time. I gotta break through this guy. I gotta start breaking through his team right now. So we gotta SD up, and we gotta close combat and break through Celesteela. That way I can just spam Moonblast and later set up. SD up again. I'm trying to kill Salamence. He got me. Yeah, well, at least I got him on that one. So I am taking a kill, and I am taking it now. That's not Arceus Ghost. So I'm taking my kill right now with close combat. I don't care what you have. Go Xerneas is going to drop. I shouldn't have got greedy, but I really thought he would sack Muck there on the opposing turn. Sack Xerneas, so that's a threat that I don't have to deal with later. This is definitely going to die. This is Adaptability boosted. Get the hell out of here. So that Mon goes down. Salamence can come out if it wants to. He's going to go Celesteela. Alright, so he's going to sack two Mons. All Mons that potentially lose, or all Mons that potentially... I misclick, but it worked. I definitely just misclicked. Nice. And we'll be able to get our second kill right now. That was never the play. Close combat was always the play. And he sacks Celesteela, so I think we win. I think we win. If he support Arceus, yep, Muck dies to Bullet Punch. Easily. Jesus, man. +6 Lucario. Stop him. Stop him. You can't. Oh, it's Arceus Ground. Even if it lives, I set up on it with my Xerneas. Yep. And he's Ice Beam. So... in order to lose this game, I have to be frozen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I would love to not be frozen right here. Oh, he didn't even go for it. He had to freeze me with Ice Beam there, but we can go for Geomancy. And the way I was setting it up was for Lucario to break through everything, or at least scare out Celesteela. That way I could set up earlier. I got a little bit greedy. Thank you, friend. I got a little bit greedy, but that's probably my inner Moet. Just saying, hey, get greedy on him. Get greedy on him, man. Get greedy on him. But we're able to break through this game as well with the Lucario plus Xerneas combination. But yeah, if you're running Groudon, I really don't like. I know that Dragon Tail threatens Lottie, which isn't really ran as much or ever this generation, just because Soldu got nerfed, and also Giratina. But like, you don't. He has Celesteela and Muck, so in his case he's good because he can check Xerneas. But you don't want like a phaser in a tier where one of the fairy types is probably the scariest mon in the tier. Or, like, you don't. I feel like you don't want a phaser that can't phase it out. Basically, that's my opinion though. Dragon Tail again is still good because it does chip away at Giratina. It actually does a lot because that boy has. I mean, Primal Groudon is strong as hell, so it actually ends up doing a lot. All right, so we're gonna lead off a Cloyster and get up our hazards immediately. He has Fortress as a lead. Oh, he leads the Arceus, nice. So I get up a Icicle Spear and he misses. That is actually the worst turn possible. You had Fortress, but he said OP. He had Fortress, but he sacks the Arceus there. That was actually the worst turn possible for my opponent. Like, actually the worst turn possible. Goes Groudon. No, that's speaking of another worst turn. I don't know why he had Fortress. I don't know why you didn't go Fortress, but we'll Shell Smash here. This might actually just be set up Groudon. That way we just threaten the Groudon itself. Oh, he Rock Polish and he's slower. Nice. So I'll be able to beat him down. He'll probably live this. Or he'll definitely live it. He is indeed the Primal Groudon. I still don't know why Fortress wasn't led on his team, but that's fine. Arceus can come out later and revenge kill me with Extreme Speed if it wants to. But we are able to get rid of two Mons that could deal with Xerneas. So Arceus should probably come out. There goes Fortress. I think I'm just going to Icicle Spear and break his Sturdy. That way I can win the game with my Arceus. Interesting. What are you doing? Oh, get out of there. What you trying to get out of? We'll get up actually a spike here because if we force in a rapid spin, then yeah, if we force in a rapid spin us, then we beat him 1v1 and we die, and we also get rid of his hazards. Yeah, nice. So we die, but we prevent his hazards. And what I can do is now go out into my Arceus and just proceed to do Arceus things. I also could have actually. I think Lucario would have been better, especially if it's toxic. Don't know what his last move is, but I'm messing up. I have Never Ending Nightmare, and I'm about to show him why. Let's just go ahead and click it. +2, Never Ending Nightmare. Is this thing gonna go down? Hey, shit, I'm an Arceus. Get out of here. Nice. So we limit him in Stealth Rock. If he wants to go Xerneas and Geomancy, I can Shadow Force, which is 2 turns, so I actually be slower than him, get it off, and that will put him in range of Extreme Speed. Ooh. We're risking this tie. Why not? You know what? Why not? Oh, who winning it now? Oh, who's winning it now, though? Ooh, this is getting spooky. This is actually getting spooky. You better win this tie, bro. Ooh, I lost. Yep. I was getting spooky. So he's gonna go for the Never Ending Nightmare most likely here. I'll Sucker Punch. He shouldn't Extreme Speed. He should Never Ending Nightmare. That 100% not. Let me make sure that Never Ending Nightmare 100% knock me out. Because if it doesn't, it should knock out a Veltal. I'm a defensive nature, but if it doesn't, then Sucker Punching is my play. Y'all saw how I instantly knew that I was gonna lose that when I didn't win any of the ties originally. Shadow Force. +2. Z. 77 max, so I actually have to go for the Sucker Punch here. And that does enough to put him in range of Bullet Punch. Nice, 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 nice. That boy about to go down. And I can just go right out to Lucario. Click that BP, and then I set up on Mewtwo. Click Bullet Punch here. We will be able to knock out Arceus. I don't like how he exchange speeded there. If I SD'd up, that would have been bad for him. But I'm able to knock out Arceus. Nice. And Mewtwo comes out. Is it Y? It is Mega Mewtwo Y. Ooh. Is he taunt is the question. I mean, do I have a point? Like, do I have an opposing play? I feel like he should be taunt, but you know what? We'll Geomancy up anyway. I'm just gonna pray he's not taunt. He's taking a little while, so is he actually not gonna taunt? He has to taunt though. Taunt is his only play to win. So I was thinking about that, like, should I have saved Groudon? Then when Xerneas... Oh, never mind, I won. Nice! We win! Coming through. Almost lost because of the Arceus stuff, but thankfully we came through. And plus 2 Xerneas is just going to be able to finish off the opposing Xerneas. Unless it's like max Spadef, max HP, Assault Vest Xerneas. That's the only way it's actually going to be able to live this. And that is going to be game. So definitely losing Cycle Boost early on sucked so much for my opponent. But I don't think he should have risked that. He had a Fortress that could spin and kind of beat me the entire time. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later today with a video. So goodbye, friends.